Hey, one second. Hey, y'all, it's your girl Zuri, and I'm back with another live. We're gonna be doing a girl chit chat. The boys, goodbye, leave. We're doing a girl talk. Give me a second, hold the phone. I'm going to be doing something real quick and mute myself. But this is going to be a girl talk, and not just a regular girl talk. I want the fiancés up in here, the wives up in here. We are going to be having a wife girl talk and fiance girl talk. Other than that, goodbye. Singles, goodbye. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the chat. We're going to get started in just a little second. Give me a second. Hey, we're going to be having a girl talk up in here. Girl talk up in here. And just a regular casual talk. But I want to get the fiancés up in here, the wives up in here, or people who are just intentionally seeking to court for marriage. Because we need to talk, y'all. I have some good questions. I have some like key points I want to talk about on this live. And I just want to see everyone's point of view. If not, if no one joins, then this is a great opportunity for my supporters to view this later on and see my point of view on certain things. But doing good, getting over a cold. Took my baby to the park today with family, so that was really fun. And he went down the slide. We blew some bubbles. It was just a fun day. My mom had surprised us with some barbecue. Um, it was like a barbecue rib sandwich. I rated it a 4 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie, but other than that, everything else was so much fun. Um, my baby was turning red really quick, and we had to put his little hat on, but he did get hot quick because we took him around 12 p.m. And anyone knows in California or just the United States in general, I think 12 p.m. is like when the sun rays are just raining the most, and it's just that's like the peak of when everything is hot. So I knew we should have went a little bit earlier before it got really hot, but that was like just a mistake on my end as a mom. No, it was on my mama's fault. No, I'm fine. But no, so yeah, we weren't there for that long because it started to get very hot. But I did disinfect and Lysol sprayed the park down. I don't care. Call me crazy. Call me super mom all y'all want. I had to literally disinfect down. Disinfect down the whole playground. When I tell y'all, I went I went outside to the playground and started spraying my Lysol spray on the slide. And there was a family there with two kids and the mom and dad. Girl, boy or girl, whoever's watching, they were in the grass field. You know, they were looking at me. I didn't care. I wasn't looking at them. I was spraying down everything that I knew my baby was gonna touch at that playground, and I was wiping down with disinfectant wipes. Like I, I had to. I cannot risk my baby getting sick or just in general. Like, I know there's some people who do weird stuff like a smoke or sleep, or there's people who have sex on playgrounds. Like, I don't know what people are doing on these playgrounds, so I had to wipe down for the sake of my baby. Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to do a girl talk, but I don't know where the girls are. I wanted to have like a fun little girl talk, but all the people are not on here, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna ask questions and see what you guys think. What do you guys think I should do? Hey y'all, ask questions. We are going to be doing a girl talk today. Ask questions, y'all. Okay, before getting married, these are going to be the questions that you want to consider asking your future partner. Number one, and yes, I'm reading notes. What difference do you love now? But wait. What differences do you love now, but may find grating in 5 years? Okay. I don't feel like explaining that question. Let's go to the next one. How do you individually and collectively handle stress? That's a great question, y'all. If y'all don't know what y'all future husband or wife does under pressure, baby, don't get married. Y'all need to know how your partner's emotions, expressions, just characteristics are. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, uh, Columbus Day, through all the seasons, okay? Through all the holidays. You got to know how their emotions are Monday, afternoon, evening, night. Like, you need to know. So that's a great question. Um, yeah. So, how do you individually and collectively handle stress? For me, I've been working on. Honestly, I'll just take it up to God and pray and ask God to give me strength to really be patient and peace and give me peace, and because sometimes it can be hard to be in a engagement marriage, and if your partner has done something to stress you out, or if you're just collectively just stressed out in general, you would not want to um I guess project those emotions onto your partner, or even just lash out due to your emotions affecting you. So just really for me, like my faith is very important, and just asking God to really give me the strength and to handle myself and to not like lash out, like, because I kid you not, I pray like, God, please give me the spirit of peace, the spirit of love, the spirit of patience. Like, I'm just collectively praying because my faith and my prayer time with God has really gotten me far to become more peaceful, more patient, and just overall a better person in general. Mm. What is your partner's relationship? Oh, this is another question. If you guys are planning on getting married, if you guys are married and still don't know this, or if you guys are trying to be intentional to court, if you guys are looking into courting for marriage, this is another great question. What is your partner's relationship with drugs, alcohol, and gambling? That is very important because drugs addictions is very common and can really affect a marriage, and just like cause a lot of division and problems. Alcohol as well, and gambling, just financial stress is equivalent to gambling. Honestly, in my opinion, if you don't know how to gamble properly, and just in general, we shouldn't even be gambling as Christians. But yeah. What are your thoughts about kids and how certain are they? You know what? I'm gonna interview someone. I'm gonna interview. Okay, guys. So I actually am just gonna interview someone. I I'm going to interview someone because honestly, I don't have nobody in my life right now. So we're going to be interviewing someone. He is somebody who is, I guess, being more intentional about marriage, and he is a Christian man, God fearing man. So I'm going to ask him a few questions. We're going to, hello, are you? Can you hear me? I'm not showing his face because I don't know how to do the little. I wish I could do the Zoom thingy and share my screen, but I don't got that. So we're just gonna go ahead and start this interview, and y'all just gonna hear his voice. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello, I'm coming.
Okay, so you're on my YouTube channel right now, and we're gonna just start asking you these questions and see from a male's point of view how you feel when it comes to certain questions and aspects about your future, your potential wife. So, are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, question number one. How do you? Oh, wait. What is your? How would you feel about your partner's like relationship with drugs, alcohol, and gambling? Oh wait, no, that's a horrible question. Let me ask you another question.
Okay.
What are
What
your?
I actually
Wait, what are your? Okay, go ahead. You can answer it then. I'm a
what I actually
horrible
feel
host.
about my partner drinking alcohol, gambling. Actually, that is not right because that is a sin before God. For you to be gambling or drinking alcoholic is a sin, and God does not really like that. God wants us to be well fitted to Him so that whenever we want to communicate with Him, we can communicate direct to God. So when you are gambling, you are already offending God. When you are um, drinking alcohol, because I know alcohol when you drunk is a sin, but as a true Christian, when you want to live by the Spirit, you don't have to do that. You have to follow the principle of God so that you can hear directly from God, so that eh, God can give you direct discernment from heaven, so that you can use that and lead your family. And if you want to live a good life, you need to follow the step of God.
Okay, what are your views on your potential wife having a male best friend? How do you feel about your wife having a male best friend?
To me, I don't really feel I don't really feel okay with that because
Whoa.
sometimes it's very tempting. And another thing, if for example, it would okay if I say okay, I want to allow my woman to have a male friend, the person must be very close. Number one, he must be very close to God and he will love God. And I will see that this person is very deep in God before I can even allow that because most people pretend that they are good and they are not good. And there are some people the devil is using to do his work on your head to fight people so that they can actually so that they can actually scatter their marriage so that they can stop them not to fulfill the rightful destiny and the happiness God gives to them. Because the devil doesn't want us to happy, he does not even want us to laugh. So he can do anything to steal our blessing from us. So I don't think it will it is I don't really think that that is okay with me because
But honestly, okay, I have a question. Not even to interrupt you. Why do why is it when somebody has a boy best friend or a girl best friend, whatever gender it is, why is it automatically assumed that you are going to lust after them in a sexual way? Why can't you genuinely have a boy best friend as a girl or have a girl best friend as a boy without there being any sexual relationships? Like, me and my friend were just talking about this the other day. There's some guys and there's some men and women who are married and they have a boy best friend and they're a girl, or they'll have a girl best friend and they're a boy, and they literally go on vacations together as married couples. Like, if you know deep down that your partner is a Christian, why would you even expect them to, lust after their best friend or cheat on you with their best friend? Like,
because why I don't actually like it is very tempting because the devil can use anything to trap us. Are you hearing me?
But at
No
the end of
one
the
is like
day, a best friend is like a brother or sister through Christ. Outside of marriage, in your marriage, you're going to be a brother to someone. As far and your wife too, like your wife is going to be a sister to someone, like because outside of marriage, you're also called to fellowship with your brothers and sisters, which are a part of the body of Christ. So why, when you have a close male friend as a woman, this is your brother, it's automatically the enemy is going to tempt you to lust after them and you're going to cheat on your partner and have sex with them. Like, why does that automatically have to be the answer?
because if okay, let me say, the devil will not come and tempt you when you are happy or when you are okay. The devil will only come and tempt you when you are facing difficulties. So when you are facing difficulties or like challenges, that is when the devil will come and fight you. So the devil will not even come and fight you when you are okay. So it's very, 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 very risky. Like let me put it like that. It's very risky because if God is not with you, I don't think no one can able to overcome any temptation that will come his way because the devil is very tactic in any kind of thing. He know what can easily bring someone down. So he easily use your weakness to fight you, to bring you down, so that you can able to say, God, I can't even do this. I cannot do what you said. So actually, I don't really advise that because it's very really dangerous. And one thing I will actually want for my partner, like I will want a trust from him because when you trust your partner, even though you go you trust him that no matter what, even though you go I don't think that my wife is going to do this against me or my wife is going to do that. So there's one thing I also want from every man. You always have a trust issue. You should find trust in your woman so that you can trust him even though he's with anybody. You can trust that your woman is okay, your woman is this, your woman. So
Okay, next question. What are your views on sex?
what are my view in sex? My view is like sex is not meant for a single people. Sex is meant for a married people. That's what the Bible said. Sex is not meant for a single people. Sex is meant for a married people. So in a relationship, when you are in a relationship with someone or you are dating, you don't have to do like you don't have to come closer or you have to have sex. You don't have to have sex with that person because when you have sex with that person, you have already offended God. Because God said that we should we are free to have sex after marriage. That is when sex is allowed. So sex is not allowed in a dating, in a relationship, girlfriend or boyfriend. No, sex is not allowed. Sex is only allowed when you are married because you need to follow the step of God so that God can be in center of your marriage. Because if you don't do that, it Satan is going to fight that marriage. Satan is going to fight you because you did follow the law of God. You did follow the principle of God. So he's going to use that. Satan is fighting that we children of God should sin so that he will use that to hold us. That, so that he can submit that before God. That, look at what your son did. You call your son, look at what he did. So Satan is always fighting us with our weaknesses. So my advice, sex is not meant for relationship, boyfriend or girlfriend. Sex is not meant for sex is meant for married people only.
Okay, Okay, modesty. What is modesty in your opinion when it comes to your wife or partner? Your wife, not partner, your wife.
Okay, what make me mad? Like, come again with your question.
No, what is modesty in your opinion when it comes to your wife? Like, what is the definition of modesty? Also, how do you feel about your wife breastfeeding in public?
Okay, breastfeeding.
In public, how do you feel about if your wife was to breastfeed in public?
Okay, actually, I will not accept that. I will not welcome that because how will you expect your wife to be breastfeeding in public? No. If you don't want to allow you to breastfeed in public, you will not expose your body because most people I did see some case in online. Most people want to breastfeed, they will just bring out their breast, bring out their breast, begin to breastfeed. So the breast will be exposed to people seeing them. So that is really irritating. To me, it's irritating. But if you want to do it in a proper way, you can use something to cover your breast so that people will not see your breast, but they can see your baby's breastfeeding. But most people, because this life now, this generation of now, the life is not up to something else. Because people are not doing something that is not right, doing things that is not really, doing things that is not really praise to God. Because as a human being, God have given God have make you to know good or bad. You know good or bad. You know what is good and you know what is wrong. So they don't have to tell you that this is the right thing to do. So you have known the right thing. So I will to me I will support you to do the right thing because God has made it clear to us. We know this is not right. We know this is right. So you should learn to do the right thing so that people will look you as a responsible person because it doesn't really make sense in that way.
Okay, how do you feel about your financial goals in a marriage? What do you feel the man's role is when it comes to like financial goals? I mean, I feel like this is a two-part question. Like, what do you feel like your financial goals are in a marriage, and would like that'll be my first question. I have a second question after that.
Okay, first of all, I want to say, as a man, God has made you a head over your family. God has made you to lead your family. So responsibility is okay. Let me say any responsibility that will be looked onto is the man. Is the man that you will look onto in responsibility because God has made you a head over the family. God has made you a head over everything to take care of the family to lead as a leader. So woman is just a support. So woman is a support in family. So the woman is a support to the man. So you as a man, you want to take responsibility of the financial part in the marriage. Providing for your family, you have to work hard as a man to provide for your family, to make your wife happy, to be care about your wife, to make you happy because that is what God really wants from us as a man. But woman is the support. If your woman says, for example, if my woman say, okay, you want to support me in financial aspect, I can allow him to do that. But if he say he doesn't want, I will not force him because the head is my duty to provide for my family. It's my duty to help my family in their need. It's my duty to do whatever they want.
Okay,
That's my
so you feel like you're obligated as a lead, as the husband, as the head, to financially provide for your family. And if you're want, since your wife is your support and there to help you in any way, if she wants to help you as far as financially, they are accepting of that. Um, and if not, then you're completely fine with that.
yeah.
Okay, I respect that. Um, do you? What do you mainly feel your wife's role is like? What do you look for in a potential wife, and what do you feel like your wife, her role is as a wife?
Okay, what I really look in a woman role is to take care, like when your man is not around in the house. Okay, when your man is not around, the role of the woman is to take care of the baby, to take care of the kids, and take care of the house and do some housework. But as a man, when you are back from work or anywhere you go, you can actually support your woman in that because every, everything. Let me just say, the housework is not everything that is in the house that the woman will do because most men do that. They will say the role of the woman is to take care of the house, to mop the house, to sweep, to do everything. They will be sitting down looking at their wife. That does not really make sense. So when you are back, if you see that your wife is working, you can actually help her in some work and help her out. That is that is that is how you man ought to do because we do leave everything for the women, but that does not really make sense. So we should also help the woman out in some area of the art. Not everything, not everybody. You should also help in some area of the arts.
Do you feel like as a husband, it is your responsibility to also raise your children and take care of them as well?
Yeah, because as a husband, you need to do that too. I know mostly is women that take off baby more than men. But as a husband, you need to call your baby when your baby let me say when they are grow up to 10 years, like when you see your baby doing things that is not right, you have to be correcting them when they are little because you will start correcting them when they are little, correcting them if they are going wrong. We tell this is not this is not how to do it. Don't do it like this. This is how you're supposed to do it. So you'll be correcting them. And when they are grown enough, like let me say 10 years or 12 years, you call them and sit them down and advise them. And you can also tell them your story, how you became a man, where you start from, so that they will learn from that. The way you go through, how you go through the way you go through some hard time, and you need to let your children know so that when they meet there in future, it will not look like it will not look like this is a new thing. So so that
So, what are your views on parenting? What are your views on
yeah.
parenting?
What is my what?
What are your views on parenting?
On penalty.
Parenting. What are your views on parenting?
Okay, parenting. My view is to make sure my children go. My view is to make sure my children go in a godly way. Make sure my children know God.
Is that it? Is that it?
No,
Well, you just said one
no.
thing. I. You feel like
Yes, yes, I
your
did one
only
thing.
goal as a parent? Are
Okay,
you?
I'm waiting for you before. I'm waiting for you. Okay, my view is to make sure my children closer to God and also love God. My view is that my children should live well, like they should be responsible, like as a man, so that they will not say, is it not Michael's children? Why are they misbehaving? So I want my children to grow up in a good way that will praise the Lord and
Mhm.
also praise me as a father.
Okay. What does retirement look? You know, I really love this question because not a lot of people think about this. But I feel like this is a very important question when it comes to married couples or people who are engaged to be married or people who are looking to courtship someone to possibly marry them, like whatever aspect you're in. This falls underneath that category, and this question is really good for that. So, what does your retirement look like? Um, like, what does your retirement look like as a married man? What do you want to do in your retirement with your wife or family? Like, what does your retirement look like?
Okay. Like what you said, okay, about my retirement, when I'm retired from work, when I'm no longer working. So my retirement look like for example, before I will retire, I will have plan for myself too because you cannot just say you want to retire without a plan. You have to, for example, you have to save money for that, and you can actually have a minimum business that you're doing, like restaurant, like let me just say, like a restaurant or something that you will not be stressing yourself, so that you can be able to, so that you can be able to have money for feeding or to continue.
Okay, so what
So
you're saying is you feel like your retirement is going to look like you investing into some type of business so that you can have a steady cash flow that's consistent without you working.
yeah.
So, what do you want like other than you investing other than you investing into businesses and investing into whatever stock market, whatever it may be, other than you investing into these things to have a steady cash flow while retired, what does it look like for you to be retired? Like, what do you plan to do? Like, what is your retirement looking like with your life?
With my life or with my family.
I mean, is the family a part of your life or is it true? I mean, double life, I guess. Just in general, it doesn't matter. Like, what does your retirement look like?
My retirement will look like that. That is what I also say. I say I will save money for that. Like I will have a plan with my wife, and will plan together, and we'll save money for that. And I will also do a business, a little business that will also be fetching money to us, and
I mean, do you want to travel or anything during your retirement, or you don't want to travel when you're retired and old?
okay, yes. Like if you talk about travel, yes. If I'm retired, yes, I will be traveling because I also love traveling too because and 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 I also tell God that God should use me so that I can able to touch lives, like going out to people who does not really know God, who does not love God. So and I can think that that will actually help me to visit some country to go and share to go and
The
share
gospel.
little about God, to go and preach the word of God to people, to bring them to God, because that is the most important thing in our life. And everybody have that task. It's not only pastor, because we do think that it's only pastor, only evangelist that will bring people to Christ. No, anybody can win soul to God, anybody can win soul to Christ.
I
So
mean,
if it's
we anyone. All of us are honestly, as Christians, we're all evangelists. Like we're all supposed to be evangelists. If we're
yeah,
being technical,
yeah, let me say everybody is evangel, because everybody is a task from God that everybody should win soul to God, not only evangelist or a pastor or
we're
anybody.
all supposed to be evangelists. Yeah. So yeah, you want to travel and all that with your family. Okay. I have a
Yeah.
question. In your marriage, if you and your wife get into a disagreement about something, how does resolving that issue look like? Let's say that, for example, let's say your wife wants to allow your children, your daughter and your son, to start dating romantically at 15, but you don't feel that way. How would you resolve that issue with your wife? Like, she's standing firm on it and she says she doesn't care what you say. She believes that the children should start dating at 15 years old. how like would you resolve that issue with your wife? Or like, yeah.
First, I will discuss the issue with my wife by saying that they should follow the ways of God, number one, because that is the most important thing in our lives. And the other thing, I will start advising my children when they are little about marriage, because marriage is not something you run into. Marriage is something you go, you wait upon the Lord by it going by step by step. It's not something you go anxiously. If any, for example, if you enter marriage when you are anxious to get married, you can get married to whosoever that is not well suited for you. You might get married to the wrong person. So I would like that if you want to, I don't really support dating, but if you say you want to get married now, if you know this is the time to marry, you can do that. Like you can go for the person, but if you know you have not yet ready for marriage, I don't support it because through dating you can commit fornication. Through dating you can actually fall into each other, have sex because that is affecting the.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm sorry. What were you saying? I'm
I think so I would likely to want my children to wait upon the right time to get married because the right time will bring the right person. The right time will bring the right person.
yeah.
So marriage is what we will rush. So I would likely advise them to wait upon the.
Okay, so my baby did wake up. We're going to have to stop this interview like right now. I would love to do a part two with you in the future just to ask other questions to get to know more about you. But okay, come on, baby. But it was super great hearing your point of view for marriage. And I know I'm literally like the worst interviewer and I'm like all over the place, my ADHD. But no, seriously, like I feel like I asked the worst questions ever, but still, this is a great interview. Thank you for joining my live, and we're just gonna keep on getting better from here. And yeah, so guys, I have to end now. My baby just like woke up, so yeah, no, I have to go. But love you guys so much. It's your girl Zuri. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And I am out. Bye, guys.